Hey YouTube, Ed here with Jack of All Trades and welcome to another video. So what are we going to do today? Today I'm going to teach you how to make sweet pickles. And you know what? By the end of this video you're going to thank me because these are so easy to make and they are so tasty. I just absolutely love these pickles. Anybody can do it. It's not difficult and they are super enjoyable to eat. So let's stop yammering and let's get on with the video. Let's learn how to make some sweet pickles. All right, so yes, today we're going to teach you how to make sweet pickles, but before we get into that, I got to ask you, just like I always do, to make sure you go down and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified of upcoming videos, and hit me with those comments. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you may have noticed that in the description block, there's an address. I have a post office box that you can send anything you want. If you want me to send a letter, if you want to send suggestions, or if you want to send me something you want to test or want me to try out, whatever. The sky's the limit. Just don't send me anything gross, if you will. But I do have a fan mail box. If you want to send in some fan mail, there is an address down below in the description, and you can certainly utilize that. All right, sweet pickles. So how are we going to make sweet pickles? First off, I like sweet pickles, and why do I make sweet pickles? I do it for two reasons. One, I really like this recipe. They're flavorful, they're tasty, I really enjoy them. I'll tear up a jar of these sweet pickles. I just love these things. Second off, why make them? Well, sweet pickles are inherently kind of expensive. They're not the cheapest things out there in the world, and you can make sweet pickles very inexpensively and save yourself just a little bit of money in the grocery store, and it's kind of fun. Actually, if you got kids or something, it's a good little project or just a good little thing that you can do with the kids in the kitchen, and it's super easy to do. Now, in our family, the pickles are kind of a big deal with holidays and things of that effect. We always have what we call the pickle course, which is prior to the main meal, and the little tray comes out and it's got these sweet pickles on there, it's got dill pickles on there. Usually it's got a couple of different varieties of olives and some other snacky things that we can kind of munch on until the main meal is ready and ready to go. And this is always kind of part of it. So I really enjoy these things. I love them. I make them all the time. Actually, my wife makes them all the time. I must be clear about that. But now that I know how to do it, I can make them all the time. And they're just really enjoyable and tasty. So let's get into it and let's talk about how to make sweet pickles. All right, so how do we make sweet pickles? Super, super simple. There's only 2 ingredients and about a half a dozen steps to make these things, and they're all super easy. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to the grocery store and you need to buy a jar of the cheapest kosher dill pickles that you can find. Whole kosher dill pickles. This is a 32 fluid ounce jar, and this is what we're going to use for our base to make these pickles. And yes, I did say kosher dill. Like I said, the absolute cheapest ones you can find in the store, because that's kind of the point. Save yourself a little bit of money and you can make yourself some sweet pickles. Step number 1, we have to drain all of the juice out of the jar. All right, so you just take your jar of pickles, open them up, save the cover, get yourself a strainer, and dump the pickles, juice, and everything into the strainer. Okay, and let those drain out. Now, while you're here at the sink, go ahead and just rinse out the jar and get all the bits and the pieces and a little bit of crap that's in the bottom of the jar. You don't want any of that business in there. You don't have to rinse the pickles off. In fact, I was not told I should rinse the pickles off, and I've never seen that happen when these are being made. So just take the pickles, transfer them over the cutting board. Keep your jar and your lid. You're going to need these. And you just take the pickles out of the strainer. Now these pickles have got little pieces of garlic on them, so I'm just taking and I'm cleaning off the little garlic chunks. We don't want those to be in the pickle recipe. Then it's just a very simple matter of going ahead and cutting the pickles up into chunks. All right, now that we've got our pickles all cut up, it's just simply a matter of returning the pickle chunks back into the jar. All right, with the pickles back in the jar, now we take some sugar, 1 cup measuring cup, scoop out a cup of sugar, and pour them directly into the jar on top of the pickles. And cover them back up with the lid. Once you've got the lid on it, you just take and roll the pickles around in the jar a little bit. You don't have to get violent with them, just roll them around. Get that sugar moving in the jar, and then you go ahead and take the jar and you put it in the refrigerator. Now, as you can see, I've already got a jar of pickles in here. Same brand, same everything. Made these a few days ago. All I did was add sugar, and you can see there's plenty of liquid still in the jar. That liquid will make itself. Now what you do is, now that the pickles are in the fridge, you let them sit here for a while, and you come back in a few hours, take the jar out and kind of roll it around, because what will happen is all the sugar will settle to the bottom of the jar, and you want to get that worked back up. And again, just roll it around nice and gentle, and that sugar will get mixed back up again into the solution, and then you stick the jar back in here. And you do this for about the next 4 days. Just periodically go into the fridge, roll the jar around a little bit, mix that sugar back up again so it doesn't all settle back in the bottom. And then at the end of 4 days, we come back and we've got sweet pickles. All right, so you can see in the bottom of the jar the sugar is starting to settle out, but there's already quite a bit of liquid in there. So now you just take the jar and roll it around a little bit and get that sugar to mix back up in the liquids. Maybe tap the bottom of the jar a little bit. Once it's all kind of mixed back up again, go ahead and return the jar back into the fridge. Come back in a couple more hours. Do that again until the sugar is all good and mixed up, and then let it sit for 4 days. All right, it's been 4 days. Every time I go into the fridge, I just take and I've been rolling the jar around a little bit just to make sure everything stays mixed up. Super, super easy to do, and these things are ready to eat. I just absolutely love these things, and that's why I'm sharing them with you guys, because I want everybody else to be able to enjoy them too. They're so good. They're sweet, they're flavorful, they're crispy, and they're just absolutely wonderful to eat. I just love them. The problem is if I have them in the fridge all the time, then I eat them all the time, and they are just really, really good and flavorful to eat. So hope you found this video useful and fun. Please try them out. Give them a shot. You will like them. I love them. Like I said, it's kind of a holiday treat thing around here in my family, and I like just have them in the fridge for something to go with lunch or for something to have for a snack, or if I need something, if I have a sweet tooth or something and I need to get rid of it, these do fill the void for me. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Now, as always, if you're liking what you see here on the Jack of All Trades channel, please go down and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. And hit me in the comments. Ask me any questions you want. If you have any concerns or questions on what I did here, or any questions at all about the process of making these sweet pickles, please let me know in the comments, and I will certainly answer them. I really do try hard to answer as many comments as I possibly can. With that, this is Ed from Jack of All Trades. As always, thank you for stopping by. Thank you to my longtime subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's watched this video, and we will see you on the next video.